So maybe they're gonna hold up a, oh, I forgot what it's called. It's like, oh my god, it's the mirror match. Hello, fans of Merfolk, and welcome back to another video. I'm very excited to show you the new deck list I've been working on, a deck that I call Bitter Merfolk. So the main card that we're going to be building around today is Deeproot Pilgrimage, which is an enchantment for 1 and a blue that says whenever one or more non-token Merfolk we control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with hexproof, so maybe a little bit reminiscent of Bitter Blossom. And so the big three trifecta of cards in this deck is Deeproot Pilgrimage, Kumena, Tyrant of Orazca, and Vodalian Hexcatcher. Kumena, Tyrant of Orazca is a legendary Merfolk, 2/4 for 1, a green and a blue, with 3 activated abilities. Tap another untapped Merfolk we control. He can't be blocked this turn. Tap 3 untapped Merfolk, draw a card. Tap 5 untapped Merfolk, put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk we control. And so when Deeproot Pilgrimage is out and you tap a non-token Merfolk with Kumena to make him unblockable, it basically just says tap a Merfolk, make a Merfolk. And so you can do that on all your non-token Merfolk, create a bunch of Merfolk tokens, and then start tapping those 3 at a time to draw a card. Honestly, I haven't done too much tapping 5 Merfolk to put a +1/+1 counter on everything, because by the time we reach that board state, most opponents concede. And so the other main card is Vodalian Hexcatcher, a 1/1 flash Merfolk for 1 and a blue. Other Merfolk we control get +1/+1. Sacrifice a Merfolk, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. And so we can even reach kind of like a lock board state wherein we have Kumena, Deeproot Pilgrimage, and Vodalian Hexcatcher. We can start making so many Merfolk tokens that we can just start countering their spells even if they still have a ton of mana open. And so to play around Deeproot Pilgrimage, we have a couple of other ways to tap our Merfolk besides just attacking. One of those being Springleaf Drum, which is an artifact that costs 1. Tap an untapped creature we control, add 1 mana of any color. So we can use this to ramp like a little bit. It's mostly just for tapping bodies to make tokens. And we're also playing 4 Mutavault, and when it animates, it can tap for mana or attack. Both of those will count as a non-token Merfolk tapping, so we'll make another Merfolk token that way. And so let me tell you about the rest of the cards in the list. In the 1-drop slot, we're playing the Mistcaller, who is a Merfolk for 1, a 1/1, sacrifice Mistcaller until end of turn. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. And so this was one of the main ways that I was trying to shut down the Geological Appraiser combo from a couple weeks ago. That card has been banned. And so I feel like a lot of people who were playing Geological Appraiser are looking for quick, easy, cheap wins, i.e. via combo. And so a lot of those players have moved on now to the Explorer combo with Wild Growth Walker, and I think it's called Amalia, the vampire. And so this will exile any targets from perhaps like Port of Calling, Collected Company. There's like the white version of those cards, and then there's also like a couple of like reanimation spells. So this card's still very relevant in the meta. You can hit Greasefang reanimation, or you can also, if you're lucky and they didn't cast removal on it, you can snipe some Phoenixes, which is another very popular deck, at least in best of 1. We're also playing 2-off Mist-Cloaked Herald because we need a couple more 1-drops. He cannot be blocked, a 1/1 for 1. And so I actually got a lot of inspiration from this deck from Legend, LVDs. He played a very similar list. Very cool guy, been a fan for years. He was playing 4 Deeproot Elite, a card of which I'm not very fond of. We'll get there in a minute. And then also 4 of the Mist-Cloaked Herald, and so that's pretty cool. You can play your unblockable 1-drop, you can play your Deeproot Pilgrimage, you can play your Deeproot Elite, and then you're pumping up your unblockable creature every turn. It gets really big, can't be blocked. Pretty cool. Here's the thing. What's that gonna beat? You know, it's very cool, but it's kind of like vulnerable to disruption. Deeproot Elite basically says 1/1 for 2, kill me. And so I felt like that was like super cool, but it wasn't like super relevant. I feel like pretty much the only time you're trying to get huge is against green, so that's why we put Deeproot Elite in the sideboard. Anyway. We're also playing 4 of the Cenote Scout, 1/1 for 1. Ideally, it says 1/1 for 1, draw a card, but it can also explore, maybe give us like a little bit of selection, make it a 2/2. Easier to swing with a 2/2 on turn 2 with Deeproot Pilgrimage than a 1/1. We're playing 1-off March of Swirling Mist, and so this is to protect us against board wipes, most specifically Supreme Verdict, and it can also be used to blank their blockers, so we can swing in for a big Alpha Strike, like turn 5, 6, 7. Very, very useful card. A couple more on the sideboard. 2-drops include Silvergill Adept, a 2/1 for 2. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you have to reveal a Merfolk, but when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. And 4-off Merfolk Trickster. 2/2 for 2, flash. When she enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. It loses all abilities until end of turn. And so in the legend list, he was playing like only like 2 Merfolk Trickster. I felt like that was a crime. This is a very good card. You should definitely be playing 4 of it. And since we're not necessarily trying to go Mist-Cloaked Herald, Deeproot Elite, Deeproot Pilgrimage, try to kill them kind of quick, I wanted to lean more into a little bit of like controlling Merfolk magic. Like we have our counter spell here. This one removes abilities. This one removes abilities. We'll get there in a second. And I feel like we're in a very, very strong spot, leaning more towards interactive, controlling creatures rather than just trying to beat down fast with unblockable creatures. And so our other 3-drop is Tishana's Tidebinder, a 3/2 for 3, flash. When she enters the battlefield, counter up to 1 target activated or triggered ability. So like Stifle on a body. If an ability of an artifact or creature or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as she remains on the battlefield. And so that's how we can play around the Explore combo, which is still like pretty popular. You can wait until they hit their combo, and then you can take away the ability of like the Wild Growth Walker or the Amalia or the green-black legendary creature that says if they gain life, we lose life, I think is what it is. Or you can, in response to them casting a card that is going to start the combo, you can take away the ability from one of the creatures just for 1 turn. Still very strong. Playing 21 land, 4 Mutavault, 3 Cavern, so we have a better matchup against control. It's just a very good card. I'm sure you know about it. 4 Breeding Pool, 4 Botanical Sanctum, 4 of the Split Pathway. Got 1 Otawara, 1 Island, and I'll tell you a little bit about the sideboard real quick, although I will be playing best of 1. Witness Protection, great against Shieldred. Aether Gust. Test of Talents, great against control. A couple more March of Swirling Mist to sideboard in against Supreme Verdict. 1 off Spell Pierce, why not? Got a couple Deeproot Elite, that's mostly just for the mono green matchup, so we can still pull off the Mist-Cloaked Herald Deeproot Elite strategy. A couple of Unlicensed Hearths. We have a decent matchup against Phoenix, but you could always use a little bit more Graveyard Hate. Brazen Borrower, Wizard's Retort, still working on the sideboard. Let's jump into those best of 1 games. On the play, 1 drops, 2 drops, 3 drops. Guess we'll keep. There's certainly plays. We'll go Breeding Pool. Mistcaller. I'll pass the turn. Opponent showing white. Bot Sanct. Just do it. Swing. Pass. Opponent on black-white. Doomed Dissenter. Could be another zombie tribal, I guess. Naming Merfolk. Swing both. He will trade as it's desirable for him to do so. We will flash the Lord. How good! I thought about swinging just for 2 and counterspelling his ability, but I feel like there's probably going to be a more better thing to interact with. So it could be like Aristocrats. They can't take both, but they'll probably double up on something, probably Scorpion and Token. Oh, you're just gonna chump? No, you have to double. Huh. What a world. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Tidebinder. Targeting one of the Cruel Celebrant triggers, the other one resolves, Scorpion resolves, end the turn. So now she's just a 1/2. that doesn't do anything. Opponent at 18, and we're kind of out of gas. Kaya's Wrath, one of the easiest counterspells of my life. Got him! My turn. Land for turn, not very exciting. Combat, swings, pass. Damage. Opponent down to 5. Another Kaya's Wrath and I'll pop the Mutavault. Tapped land. Cruel Celebrant. Doomed Dissenter. So they're just holding Cryo for no reason. Right on. My turn. Springleaf Drum. Combat, swing. Blocks, damage. Oh, we got him. Good game. Oh no, we put him at 1! We don't got him! Maybe they'll block wrong. At least we're trading well. Bop, bop, bop. They go to 1. That's all fine. Just show him what's up. I'm not afraid of his 1 to 2 cards in hand. Woe Strider making blockers. Our turn. Cenote Scout. Good game. On the play, no 1-drop, no enchantment, but some nice 2-drops. I guess we'll keep. It plays. It doesn't do all my favorite things, but it plays. I'm looking at Silvergill Adept there. Bot Sank. Pass turn. Opponent on blue. We are also on blue. We'll reveal the 1-drop. It's not the most important. So if they're on spirits, we have to go under their counterspells. If they show us a different color, they might be something else. So maybe they're going to hold up a... Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's like... Oh my god. It's the mirror match. Let's talk. So I want to take the ability away from the Deeproot Elite, and so I can either do Tishana's Tidebinder, assuming that he goes 2-drop into 1-drop, or I can go 1-drop. In response, Merfolk Trickster. Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to trade? even though I want to keep my Merfolk, but he probably wants to as well. Yeah, cool. Deeproot? Does he have land? No land. Luckily for us, we have options. I have to do it, right? Or should I wait 1 turn? Ah! I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. He's probably playing Collected Company, so I'm not gonna trade him the Vodalian Hexcatcher. That's the trade-off for like Springleaf Drum, is we're not playing Collected Company. Cenote Scout. Putting a +1/+1 counter. Vodalian Hexcatcher. He doesn't want a Lord? Okay. I don't think we need 2. I think that's a little too greedy. I think we basically just pass. And hold up Tidebinder. Take away the Deeproot Elite's ability. He explores once, finds a land. Merfolk. Merfolk Mistbinder, a card that we're not playing. So he's a bit punchier, and we're a bit controllier, go wider. Merfolk as well, how cute, right? I really want to play Kumena, but I could probably take away a lot of his board right now if I cast Merfolk Trickster targeting the Merfolk Mistbinder, which would make 2/2, 2/2, 1/1, 2/2. Good game, opponent. We won the mirror. We go first. It's a beautiful hand. Naming Merfolk. Be very careful to name Merfolk or we won't have any blue mana. Next turn, Silvergill. Hopefully we draw the 3rd land, and then we can just hold up Tishana's Tidebinder. So potentially Phoenix. Impossible for them to cast 3 spells next turn, so we can have another Mistcaller. And we can counter the trigger from Phoenix to come back from the graveyard, but a card in a graveyard is a card, not a creature, therefore it will still have its ability for the next time they cast 3 spells in a graveyard. I think we swing and pass. And they'll probably Sleight of Hand, and the little Connive spell for 1, there's an Opt. There's an Opt. So they're looking for 3rd land, they're looking for Phoenix in the graveyard. Consider. Surveil 1. Is it Phoenix? No, Sleight of Hand. Opt. Nothing in graveyard, so I will be flashing this body. Oh, unless it's Lightning Axe. Lightning Axe, discarding Phoenix, that resolves. Go to combat. Trigger on a Phoenix. Whoopsies. Nice try, though. So now we'll go Pilgrimage with our blue and gray mana, and then we'll go Mistcaller, and then if they target it next turn, we'll sack in response to turn off Phoenix again. And then they'll just have to pass another turn. That's fine, we don't care about that. We don't want it. We want it now. It's my money, and I want it now. So now they'll pass, because if they cast another spell, they are a fool. And we don't have enough mana to have fun, so we'll just hold another Tishana's Tidebinder. And they're probably holding 3 spells in hand. Because they have to cast enough spells to get the Phoenix from the graveyard. And so with 2 more Tishana's Tidebinders in hand, hopefully that's enough. Uh-oh, we don't want more than 1 Phoenix in the graveyard, though. And we've already used up 2 of our Mistcallers. And so we are racing, so I'm going to use the body. Mutavault. One drop. Holding Tidebinder. So next turn we Tidebinder, and then we activate 2 Mutavaults, and then we swing in for lethal. And we probably won't use Kumena, because we are the beatdown this game. Opponent got 5 cards. Maybe we'll see a Treasure Cruise. Graveyard is 14. Treasure Cruise. Resolves. Would be a pretty slick target for a Vodalian Hexcatcher, though, that's for sure. Fiery Impulse. That resolves. Maybe another Lightning Axe. Consider. Cast another blue spell. Cast another blue spell. Cast another blue spell. Lightning Axe. Discarding not Phoenix. Got him! Demi-Lich! One, two, three, four, five, six. Put him at 2. Or Kumena. I think we're going for it. My dudes and dudettes out there. And what does this say? When he attacks, target instant sorcery spell, copy it, cast the copy. It is what it is. 6. Put him at 2. And he would need a blocker and a Phoenix. He's definitely gonna kill this thing this turn. Opponent at 1. Maybe I should learn how to count. Ledger Shredder. Picklock. Prankster. Chance to hit a Phoenix. Does not hit. And if he does attack with the Demi-Lich, he can't block with the Demi-Lich. Casting a removal spell, targeting Tishana's Tidebinder, because the other ones have hexproof, don't forget. And no blocks. And we got him. Good game, Phoenix! Blah! Opponent goes first. 1, 2. That's a keep. And if we're super lucky, maybe they'll, I don't know, do nothing, and then we can swing on turn 2. White-green, Selfless Savior, so this is the Explore combo. Cast Mistcaller. So we're not really focused on Deeproot Pilgrimage anymore. Oh, thinking about removal, huh? I might even have to not Silvergill so I can hold March just in case. Dina. Pass to swings, no swings. My turn. Show them what we're about. So what can they do next turn? They can't have the full combo. And what do I care more about? Silvergill or Deeproot Pilgrimage? I think Silvergill because we're not swinging. And I don't want to hold March. We have one Merfolk in hand. Draw for turn. No swings. Put it on 3 mana. Amalia. Cenote Scout. It explores. A very scary card. Except we have Mistcaller. Don't know if they read the card that much. My turn. I have to hold Tishana's Tidebinder, I think. But what if they don't go for it? I will hold Tishana's Tidebinder. Opponent will probably Convoke to fetch a Wild Growth Walker. Don't care about 2 damage. My turn. That's fine. You're a combo. I'm a control. We'll play blue. And now that we have Unblockable and next turn we'll have 5 mana, we can get the Deeproot Pilgrimage down, still hold Tishana's Tidebinder, swing for 1, make a Merfolk. Opponent thinking about it. Aetherflux Reservoir. How annoying. And we don't have a counterspeller. Oh well. Pass to attackers. Don't care about 2. My turn. Island. Pilgrimage. Combat. Swing for 1, make a token. Go to blocks, go to damage. Pass the turn. Court of Calling. Whoopsies. And they gain 1. Tishana's Tidebinder. Targeting Amalia. This one not as problematic. Yeah, that sucks that we'll be getting pinged a couple every turn. But this is the combo card. And I think we trade this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just so we stop dying to, what is this card? Dina, the Soul Keeper. I think we can afford that this can be tapped. Go to combat, swing 1, make a dude, go to blocks, go to damage. Our turn. Cenote Scout, they gain a life, we lose 1 life. Draws a land. Gilded Goose, gain 2 life, we lose 2 life. Makes a food token. Swings? How fascinating. Go to blocks. But they got another one. Take one. Green, white. Green, white. Green, black. I don't think they have Death Touch. Let's try this. Guess I should learn how to read the card. Dina gets plus X, plus 0, where X was that creature's power. A 3/3. OMG, she's gonna do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Kumena can't tap himself, but what we sure could do is tap this other guy right over here to make another one. And what if that never existed? Good game! We go first. 1, 2, 3. That's a keep. And with no information available, I think I prefer a Cenote Scout on one than I do the Mistcaller. 1/1 for 1. Draw a card. Outstanding. Blue-black, maybe a Thoughtseize? Nothing. Show me Spell Pierce! Oh, let me swing. Oh, let me swing. Don't fatal push. Oh, let me swing. Come on, dude. Let me swing. Let me swing. Come on. Yes! Beautiful. Cavern naming Merfolk. I don't like what he's doing. So I think we'll go to combat. Sheoldred's Edict. It's the same thing. If I cast it and sack a dude, it's the same as sacking it. Oh, non-token! That's too bad. So yeah, I should have sacrificed the token so that I could still get another token out. Our turn. So I expect they have some kind of like board wiper. Vodalian Hexcatcher. Fatal Push, yeah, that's too much for us to, you know what. My turn. Mutavault. Go to combat. Swing, make a token. Go to damage, pass the turn, because I'd rather hold up Tishana's Tidebinder in case their board wipe of choice is the Meat Hook Massacre, which, by the way, is an active, or I'm sorry, a triggered ability. We don't have counter spell anymore. Do I go for it? Nah, we just keep doing what we're doing. Mutavault. Do we swing with Mutavault? Yeah, why not? Go to swings, make one token. We got a flash body? No, just the end. Well, say hello whenever a black mage is inside of your brain. Get a good look. Isn't it a thing of beauty? I'll hit him with the nice, huh? Nice, huh? Nice, huh? Oh, that's so funny! It's actually a land when it's in my deck. It's not a creature. Thirst for Discovery. Discard 2 cards. So maybe we're looking at blue-black Phoenix? Just blue-black control? Who knows? Our tokens have hexproof, though. Negate, change the equation. So we're playing against hard control with black board white. Make another token. So they like have to go for it. And we forgot to leave a mana open for Tishana's Tidebinder, so there you go. As I'd love to flash a body and keep some pressure on, especially since if we attack one time. Path of Peril! Destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. Got him! Can we Tidebinder? We can. Swing for 5, put him at 7, hold up Tishana's Tidebinder again. Make another token. Pass the turn. Silver Scrutiny. Draw X cards. 1. Extinction Event. Naming even or odd. Got him. You got another one? Good game. Opponent goes first. Springleaf Drum, Deeproot Pilgrimage. Our only creature is a 3-drop with smart. We can't do it. Yeah, that's way better. What's the pitch? Spring. Bark Channel on blue. Mistcaller. Drawing our second Kumena, no way to know. My turn. So they're Karuga. Only big stuff. What are they going to do for 3 mana? Push Z to cancel. Swing first. Save this. Save that one. Oh, too many Kumenas. I just barely noticed. Yeah, we want to counter, like, Fires of Invention. And we want to draw another land. Put this like this. Opponent misses their land as well. My turn. Lots of 2-drops, that's for sure. Do I push in for 2 damage? I think I hide it. End the turn. Leyline Binding. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, got him. Virtue of Persistence. Got him. Oh, I guess I could have counterspelled that. What, he gains 2 life? You gain 2 life. My mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody at home. Merfolk. Swing. Let's hold Tishana's Tidebinder in case there's another Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding. I know this is a 3-2, but this one is a counterspell, so we gotta keep that one. An opponent's screwed on land, what are they gonna do for 3? Lock up all my dudes? That's more of a Yorion thing. Forget what that one's called. I think we do this. And then maybe they won't think that we have another Tishana's Tidebinder. I don't think we're getting there fast enough, so I need to start drawing cards. Greater Tanuki. Okay, we like that. Leyline Binding. It hits. Targeting what? Yep. Let this resolve, please. Gotta do what you gotta do. We draw the card. Keep them off the 2 life, so they could be at 9, and we could have done like 3 or 4 more damage as well. Probably Mutavault. So that put him at 8, 10. Yeah, we're going for lethal now. So we'll hold up Tidebinder. Our turn, activate both Mutavault. Oh, 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 oh. I clicked too fast, so we're changing our plan. Deeproot Pilgrimage. Combat. Swing. Trigger. Blockers. Do something, dude. Emperor? Trumpeting Carnosaur is an ability, my dude. Show me what you got. Leyline Binding? Colossal Sky Turtle is an ability, can't interact with that. Bonk. Uh-oh! We can't counter spells anymore! Please don't go infinite! Please don't go infinite! Yep, they got us. So what did I do wrong? Didn't know. I didn't know that the Karuga deck is also the infinite deck. I'm gonna let it play out. My bad. My bad. We go first, but we only have 2 land. Yeah, that's fine. Opponent reading a card they may have never seen before. Love when they do nothing. Bot Sanct, Pilgrimage, swing, make a token, pass the turn. Thoughtseize. Hello. Do you want to take my Tishana's Tidebinder or my March? Because my March can protect against your board wipe. But my Tishanas are flash bodies that will beat you down. Oh, he doesn't like that. What else you got? Tap land. How many colors? Red. So maybe looking at Greasefang? But they can't get Greasefang out and something into the graveyard right now, so... Make a dude. I'll pass the turn. Can use March as like a protection spell, I guess. Probably won't do that. See if opponent has third land. Opponent does have third land. My turn. Mutavault is a good one. Are they able to destroy both of our non-token Merfolk? Kolaghan's command. Discard a card. 2 damage to any target. That's fine. So we could show 9 damage if they don't do anything. Meathook Massacre for 2. Cub Warden. Cool, a card I've never seen before. A 3/5 for 4. Lifelink. Whenever this creature mutates, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. Well, that kind of stinky. 3/5 lifelink. Crud. Oh well, well, good job. No attacks. Fifth land. They know about the Tidebinder. Cub Warden is mutate a cast. To mutate is to cast. But it doesn't double trigger, does it? It does. Gotta do what you gotta do. Resolve. Has 2 attacks. Guess what? It doesn't have lifelink anymore. Activate Mutavault. Auto pay. Tap Mutavault. Make a token. My turn. We're not ready to swing yet. But at least we can make a ton of tokens. And this is just a vanilla now? Okay, buys the companion. Do I Tidebinder? For pressure? I don't think so. In a little bit of a stalemate here, and we already used up our March, which is too bad because that's how we can blank their blockers and swing for lethal. At least we're making a token every turn. Not the most exciting thing. So we're going up against Mardu Mutate. Opponent thinking about it. You know what they say about those black-red players. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, it mutates. Mutate trigger. I wanna see. Oh, good game. Good game! Guess we got him. Opponent goes first. Mistcaller, Springleaf Drum, Deeproot Pilgrimage. That's a keep. So it looks like we'd start popping off on like turn 3. opponent down to 6 cards. Thinking about what land they want to cast. Blue-red, oftentimes Phoenix. And they don't like Mistcaller, that's for sure. Thinking about it, he wants to launch the removal spell, and he should. My turn. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm a little bit afraid of a flash body. So I want Pilgrimage. Am I swinging? I'm not sure. So I could do Springleaf and Mistcaller. And then that would give us Tishana's next turn. I think I'm going for it. Show me Counterspell. You may put a card from your hand on the bottom, so we don't want him to do that. Pass the turn. Fable. So maybe not Phoenix? And then we could wait one turn and then counter that. 1, 2. 2. It is what it is. Springleaf. Mistcaller. Deeproot Pilgrimage. Making a token. End the turn. So they can discard. Let's, I guess we'll find out if they are Phoenix or not. Looks like they are not Phoenix since they're playing 2 and 3 mana spells. So I guess blue-red, good stuff. Down to 16. Opponent on 4 mana. Opponent on 5 mana with a Mutavault. Make green by tapping you. Make a bunch of tokens. Play you. Explore. Silvergill Adept. Not what I want right now. Combat. Swing 1. It could activate Mutavault, and if they do, I'll play my Lord. Pass the turn. So they're going big score. They are going big score. We'll allow it. Here's the thing, Kiki flips. That's fine. We can take the ability away from the body, because he might do something nasty like Magma Opus right now. Another Fable will allow it. Resolve. Pass 2 attacks. Play Lord. Impulse. I have to learn. Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control, which is a creature. Return it to the battlefield transformed. Until end of turn, if a non-token creature would enter the battlefield. Oh, so it turns out we can take away Kiki Jiki with the Mistcaller. Who knew? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gotta be that, right? He's got 1 card in hand. It's gotta be that. Oh baby. What, you got Counterspell, dude? Because I also have Counterspell. No attacks. Hopefully we have a lot of fun this turn, because that would be pretty cool to have a lot of fun. Impulse! Opponent on 5 mana, that's a lot. Only 2 cards in hand, though. Fiery Impulse. Alright, here we go. Opponent, you are locked out of the game. Are you gonna tap your mana? Are you gonna tap your mana? Oh, I should be drawing with these. Sorry, I misplayed. I was too excited. Good game. Get locked. Alright, that's the deck. How did you like it? Because I like it a lot. Let me know in the comments. This card and this card, insane value. I didn't think it was going to be that good. Definitely with this card as well. You know, I played Kumena in paper a couple years ago. Pretty cool card, but kind of in an awkward spot where I feel like you either want to be attacking or want to be drawing, but he is flexible in that he can do both. But now, a 3-mana body with an activated ability that costs 0 mana that says tap a Merfolk, make a Merfolk, that's insane, dude. So, I feel like this deck probably has a bad matchup against Mono Red. Haven't seen them in a while. Just a couple of Mono Red prowess players still trying to pick up some easy wins. What's the meta that you see all the time? Because what I see is Explorer combo and Control to deal with Explorer combo and Phoenix. That's pretty much what I see. And we have a fair matchup against all of those decks. I could definitely see going up to 2 March. Other than that, I don't think I'd really touch anything in this deck. It's like pretty... Honestly, I think this list is pretty clean. This is very satisfying. No deck that I've played has felt this versatile, because you can just go like 1-drop, 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 Lord, 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 and they're dead. Or you can go Kumena, Deeproot Pilgrimage, Vodalian Hexcatcher, maybe even Kumena with 2 Deeproot Pilgrimage, tap a Merfolk, make 2 Merfolk, sacrifice Merfolk. I'm sorry, I forgot there that one time. Then tap your Merfolk to draw, and then sack your Merfolk. It's insane. So, hey, thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, and definitely subscribe if you're interested in more content in the future. Probably some more Merfolk coming down the pipeline as well. Have a wonderful day.